The question on everyone's mind is, where is Santa Claus? It's been over a year since Santa disappeared after receiving a guilty verdict.
All rise for the Honorable Charlie Trees. You may be seated. Has the jury come to a verdict? Yes, Your Honor. We, the jury, find Santa guilty on the charges of breaking and entering, theft, spying, and kidnapping.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the last time we've seen Santa was his annual address last year, which was interrupted by a very, very strange voice. In fact, the same strange voice that interrupted Santa the year prior.
Hello everyone, it's your favorite jolly elf, Santa Claus. Oh. Now, I know you've been saying many unfavorable things about me and all these wild stories in the media, but rest assured, none of it is true. People are out to destroy me and ruin Christmas, and I want you to know that I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one destroys that. We worked too hard, me, Mrs. Claus, and the elves, to build what we have for someone to... Who? Who's calling me? I don't recognize this number. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Claus. I see you still on the run. How's it feel to be on the naughty list?
The naughty list? Wait, who are you?
I'm just a relic from the past, letting you know that this is not over. We're just beginning. But we'll talk soon. 10 seconds.
Hello? I don't understand. A relic from the past, and what does 10 seconds have to do anything?
About to preach him.
Oh
1,
dear.
2, go!
Who is this unknown voice? And where is Santa Claus? We spoke with a couple people close to the situation, so hopefully we can answer at least one of your questions. But without further ado, Future Boy Games Networks presents Searching for Santa Claus.
Run, Rudolph! You know we gotta make it to town!
We started with Santa's closest friend, Lucky the Leprechaun. We caught up with him at his residence on October 29th. I asked Lucky if Santa reached out to him recently.
Look, man, I haven't seen Santa since last year, just like everyone else. And if I'm being honest, I just been, staying low and staying out the way.
Now, from our understanding, Lucky owes some money to some very powerful people, which makes sense why he'd be staying out the way. I also asked Lucky if he was concerned for his friend.
What do you want me to do? He's the one with the powers. Look, what they say is, comes great power, comes great drama. So, I don't know what more I can say.
Lucky misquoted one of the most famous quotes. I'll chalk it up to Lucky being distracted while playing the game, but I did manage to see how he feels about Tiny Curly Toes being free.
Wait, they let Tiny out?
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
After my meeting with Lucky, I had a conversation with Tiny Curly Toes over the phone. How does it feel being free after, 4 years of being in jail?
Wow, I never really thought about the time. Well, amazing, and thank you for everyone that sent me letters, and I read all of them. I would like to thank you for all your support.
I'm sure all of your supporters would love to hear that. But since you've been free, what have you been up to?
Well, mostly I've been back to work. The new management really appreciates my talents, and they gave my old position back.
You may recall, Tiny Curly Toes was stripped from his title after the sleigh crash of 75.
How did you know I helped Lucky?
Honestly, I just threw your name out. Because I remember you with Santa during the sleigh crash. Oh, and speaking of sleigh crash of 75, what happened and how'd you end up hitting him in the head?
Alright, so Santa said I was playing with the pet rock and hit him in the head, which is not true.
Alright, so what happened?
Well, side note, people don't know this, but Santa isn't the nicest person in the world, and he's very hard to work with.
Well, he puts on a great act.
You got that right. Anyway, back to Sleigh Crash. So, 75's present delivery wasn't the smoothest.
Yeah, Santa said because you weren't very coordinated.
And see, there he goes again lying. Look, you try and hand a man a present and the sleigh's going 650 miles per hour while worrying about flying off the sleigh. You're bound to make a few mistakes, not to mention the weather.
Yeah, you got a point.
So yeah, the delivery wasn't the smoothest, and he kept insulting me, so I got mad. I picked up the smallest box and I threw it at him. I didn't know it was a pet rock.
So it was an accident.
Yeah, I thought it was a toy car or something. The sleigh went down, I pulled him out of the crash, and after the incident, I'm sentenced to 20 years of bow tying. I'm not good with bow ties.
I saw Noel kissing on an elf. I thought what we had was sacred.
I also want to remind you that the last time we spoke with Tiny Curly Toes, at the end of the interview, he was arrested. Where's the proof?
Even if I had proof, you still wouldn't believe me.
Probably, but proof would...
Oh no, they found me. Did you lead them here?
How? You blindfolded me.
Or if not you, then your assistant.
What assistant?
The man that was in the car with you when we brought you here.
What man?
Oh no.
Hands in the air.
How could I be so trusting? They're everywhere. Okay, my hands are up.
You too.
Oh wait, no, this has nothing to do with me.
Tase him.
Oh no, you...
You should have listened.
Someone turn that camera off.
So have you talked to Lucky since you got out?
No, but there's no hard feelings towards him. The wise ones teach us to forgive.
I'm sorry. Who are the wise ones?
Oh, they're the wise court of elves.
That name again. The Wise Court of Elves. Could that be who's running the North Pole and Santa's workshop? Viewers, you may recall Lucky speaking on the Wise Court of Elves in one of his previous interviews with us.
Hey man, look, I don't know what they're capable of, but listen, I ain't about to find out. I know when to call it quits.
What they're capable of?
Look, that's something you gotta ask Santa. I ain't that scary like you. You want me to end up missing?
They can't be that dangerous.
Did you ever wonder why the Claus moved to the North Pole from Turkey?
Wait, they used to live in Turkey?
Yeah, man, do some research.
Oh, all I ever heard was the North Pole.
Well, they conquered the North Pole in 1886.
They conquered the North Pole?
Yeah, the Claus pushed WCE out of the North Pole.
WCE? What's WCE? The woman crash every day?
Boy, I swear, being head of security had to go upside your head right now. How is that the first thing you thought of? This is an ancient organization. This isn't Instagram.
Honestly, that was the first thing that came to mind when you said it.
You're a simpleton. No. WCE stands for Wise Court of Elves.
Right. And what do they do?
Pretty much they govern the elves.
Oh, okay. So how did the Clauses push the WEC out of the North Pole?
Well, we call it the Great War of the North.
Okay, you're just making stuff up now.
Look, I didn't come all this way for you to call me a liar. Security or not, it's gonna be me and you.
You know what? I'll bite. Why did the Clauses push them out?
So, the rumor is, Santa felt that since he was half elven, he had the right to take the North Pole from WCE. But, he didn't hear this from me, but I hear Mr. Claus was behind the whole thing. So, yeah, they went to war.
But didn't Santa work with the council?
Yeah, the council lended Santa his first few elves in the beginning. But the Clauses got greedy and they wanted more.
That's interesting. Santa never mentioned a war or anything. I guess I'll have to ask him next time we talk.
Yeah, if he answers. But let me stop talking before I say too much.
We went back to talk to Lucky about the Wise Court of Elves and their possible involvement with the North Pole. But he wasn't available for comment. Even stranger, his roommate said he had been missing since the night of Halloween. Strange. We reached out to Tiny Curly Toes again to see if he had any more information before we wrapped up our investigation. Christmas.
Well, Mrs. Claus left shortly after Santa left. I guess she didn't want to be questioned next.
That makes sense. It's probably best that she didn't stick around. So, Tiny, tell me, how are the other elves adjusting to this new management?
Well, everything is cool. We have more help now. Well, most of the elves, they've been replaced on the assembly line by wood elves, but you know what? I'm sure the other elves needed a break anyway. I know the wise court of elves know what they're doing.
We'll go caroling, you and I. I know this Christmas will be.
It seems that the wise court of elves has completely taken over the whole operation since Santa's disappearance. I've been informed that this new group wants to be called Anti-Claus. This will surely change Christmas as we know it. But will it change this holiday season for the better or the worse? There are reports coming in from the North Pole that suggest a one present policy this year and moving forward. With this change, I wonder how people will react waking up Christmas morning finding only one Christmas present under the tree. We'll keep you updated. Thank you for tuning in. And as the updates come through this holiday season, be assured that Future Boy Games Network will keep you posted. Thank you for your time.